Good morning, everybody. My name is Eric, and I'm here to guide you to a simple meditation to tide us through this challenging time. So, meditation is really a strong word for most of us, so I'm not going to consider that we're going to meditate for this time, but allow you to just sit down for a moment, slow down, and give yourselves a little bit of space in your body. So let's start by finding a comfortable seat, either cross-legged or seated on your heels, doesn't matter. If you prefer to go against the wall or you have a cushion and put it under, just get something so you can support your structure so it doesn't feel as if you're trying too hard. So try to use the wall. If you've got a wall behind you, you try to sit down on a couch, try to sit down on a stool. And basically what we want to do is to keep yourselves as little stressed or as little as working as possible. So after you've done that seated pose, you can use whatever you have in your tools at home to be able to get that comfort and seat. So after having that, get yourself set up, move around. If you need to move your hips, if you need to move your jaw, if you need to move your shoulders and your neck and whatever it is that you need to do, just to take that out of the way, do as much movement as you can. So try to move your face, move your shoulders, move your knees, move your hips. And once everything has been exhausted in terms of movement, just give yourselves into that stillness, but not stiff. So you would want to be quiet and still, but not stiff. So give yourselves that softness in that seat as much as you can. Lately, I've been bringing my palms to face down on tops of my knees or on tops of my thighs, just to give me that grounding sensation because everything is just shifting at the moment. If that resonates with you, go and do that. If you need your palms face up or your palms on tops of each other with your thumbs touching or all your 5 fingers touching each other with separation in between your fingertips, that's also possible. Just take the route that will make you the most comfort and the most quietness in this pose. Once you've set up, just feel your spine stretching from the base all the way towards the crown of the head. Keep relaxing your shoulders down the back. Find an upright position. And regardless whatever sounds you hear, just try to label them as sounds and not noises, because noises give you a little bit of a negative sensation in the body. Sounds, frequencies, things that you hear, things that you let go as you sit down quietly. Once your body has been set up, you're quiet and still, you allow the breath to be somewhat flowing into your nostrils, down your belly, and up from the belly to your nostrils. And you don't have to manipulate the breath just yet. Just encourage and find that visual with the air coming in through the nose, down towards your belly, up from the belly to the nose. And somewhere in between those pathways, think of expansion and think of space. Think the fronts of the body expanding, same goes from the back body, and sideways. Encourage the breath to become bigger. And check if there's any tightness that happens when you breathe, and allow the breathing in to expand not just the lungs, but also the muscles. And as you exhale, allow the bones to actually ease and ground. And with the sound of your breath, let your worries one at a time melt away. And for this time, at this moment, you're not in isolation. You're not doing social distancing. You're not trying to stay away from people. You're just expanding. And all the things that are happening outside is really irrelevant at this point. So concentrate on what happens through your body, through your breath, as you take it in and as you expel it out. Good stuff. 3 more breaths like that. Encouraging the breath instead of manipulating so it doesn't get stressed. Ride the waves of the breath evenly. That's it. One more like that. When you feel that your body is open and soft and spacious, bring the space to your mind, to your psyche. You're not completely emptying your mind, your thoughts, because it's quite impossible to do that. Just give yourselves the time to exhale and expel one thought at a time. And maybe for a split second or two, you're able to just not think. Acknowledge a thought coming in, but don't allow it to linger and cling. Let it come out eventually, so it doesn't clutter your headspace. And clearly what we just have been doing for the past few minutes is to find some softness, some space. Easing the actual physical body through the breath, and using this medium of breath to clear and declutter the head, the mind. Once you feel this expansion, once you feel this freedom, then encourage the breath to be longer, so it reaches down through the depths and corners of the body that have been contracted, that have been stressed out. imagining your whole body as if it's your pair of lungs, expanding beyond your skin. And maybe for a split second or a couple of seconds, subconsciously find yourself smiling, maybe consciously, as you breathe in and out and extending that smile deep within yourself. So you enjoy this breathing as you expand. Allow this feeling of expansion and contraction to be felt throughout the body. To the point that it's expelling and ridding of your worries, even just a little, even just for a tiny bit. And you're not manually excavating all those worries, everything that's uncertain in your life, but the breath does that for you. Stay in this feeling of your mind, your body becoming bigger, expanding. And savoring this moment for a couple of more breaths in silence. And regardless of whatever it is that you hear outside, they remain to be sounds and frequencies. And if this is something that's challenging as it is, you stay as you are. Continue feeling this space. Continue feeling this freedom. And when you're ready to expand and add something else, use the space that you've created to get a little bit of healing, a little bit of light in your life. Filling up the space that you created. And bask in it. all this lightness, bring this all into your heart center as your hands go there as well. And bowing your head, acknowledging this time and this opportunity to commune with yourself and to allow this short period to create a space so we can fill this up with healing. And as we take this opportunity to pause, to heal, and rekindle relationships, not forgetting that we're all in this together. And whatever decision you make sure that it's kind and thoughtful. Hands in front of your heart center. Bow your heads. Namaste, everybody. Thank you.